So today we will discuss on how you will have to make a diet plan based on the guidelines which is given in your dietetics textbook. Those who all have received the dietetics textbook, they can start doing the assignment. At the end of this segment, I'll show you what all assignments we have given so far. Okay. Based on the guidelines which you will learn today, how to use the textbook to make a diet plan. Okay. You can start doing the assignment and slowly you can start submitting it. And even in future, when assignments are given, you can go back to the same video. I'll try to upload it in the YouTube session as well. Okay, if we get a good video. So for this, those who have the dietetics textbook, it will be easier for you to follow with the page numbers. Those who do not have the dietetics textbook yet, please wait for the textbook to arrive. Okay, once it is arrived, you can go back to the same video, follow the same guidelines from the YouTube recorded sessions video. Okay, you will understand the concept of how to use the dietetics textbook to make a diet plan. Is it clear to all? Shall we start the class? So first of all, whenever a diet plan you have to make, you should have a basic idea of what calories, okay, what approximate how much calories you have to make on a daily basis. Okay, you don't have to be exact that, for example, if I give you 2000 kilocalories, it's not compulsory that exactly you have to get 2000 calories to the T. Okay, it can be 200 or 100 calories above and below, plus or minus. That's completely fine. Okay, that you don't have to worry much about it. Okay, so calories, how do you come to a conclusion that how can we get to a particular calorie number? Okay, first of all, you have to go to page number 21. Those who have the textbook, please go to page number 21, dietetics textbook. Okay, you have an ICMR table. This ICMR table was published in the year 2010. Okay, you can refer the recent ones online as well, but mostly the calorie recommendations will be almost the same. Hardly 100 or 200 kilocalories difference could be there in certain areas, but otherwise, if you want to focus on the calories, okay, you can just see, go to page number 21. Okay, you have the fourth column, that is the net energy or kilocalories per day requirement. Okay, so for example, if I ask you a question here, a woman who is pregnant, okay, a woman who is pregnant, who has a sedentary lifestyle, and she is pregnant, what is the net energy or kilocalories on a daily basis required? You can put in the chat box. Pregnant woman, sedentary lifestyle. Yes, it's 2,250. It's not 350 kilocalories. It's, see, woman who is sedentary, there is a specific calorie requirement, 1,900. Okay, when you come to the pregnancy column, it's 1,900 plus 350. Okay, specifically that 350, it doesn't come in the first or second trimester. That 350 has to be accomplished by the end of the third trimester. That we will see later when we come to nutritional and food requirements of pregnant women chapter. Okay, now you understand how to use the ICMR table. Pages I cannot show on the screen. Those who have the textbooks, only they can follow it. Okay, those who do not have the textbook, this recording will be uploaded to the YouTube channel. So once you get the textbook, you can follow it accordingly. Okay. So for women, you have sedentary work, moderate work, heavy work. Okay. And adjacent to that, calories are given. right? So a sedentary woman who is pregnant, what will be the calories? Sedentary calories plus 350. Okay. Sedentary calories, it is given as for women. Sedentary calories, what is given? What is the number given? A woman who has a sedentary lifestyle, what is the number given? It's 1900. Okay. Now, if she gets pregnant, what is the number you have to add? 1900 plus 350. So what's the total calories required by a pregnant woman who has a sedentary lifestyle? Yeah, 2250. Okay. Those who have received the new edition, I guess the ICMR tables are the recent edition ones. No worries, whatever ICMR table you have received, focus on that. Okay. If you're not satisfied with that, you can definitely go and check the online sources as well. Okay. Those who have received, some students didn't receive the dietetics book only, they have only received nutrition science book. Then later dietetics was sent. So those students have received the new edition. So in new edition, ICMR tables may change because based on the recent surveys and recent researches. Okay, so the old students, they can definitely check the ICMR websites or Nutritional Institute website, Hyderabad. Okay, you can check that website as well. Everything in detail it is given. Okay, no need to memorize the table. Refer this table just to make a diet plan. It's impossible to memorize the table. Okay. When you deal with at least 100, 200 diet plans, automatically you will remember the numbers. Okay. For exam purpose, no need to memorize the table. Now, once it is considered that the woman or a man is adult, then age will not come into play. Okay. So this is the first principle. Is it clear to all? First thing, refer ICMR table for calorie recommendation. For kids, teenagers, okay, people who are in different age group, it's given in ICMR table. Okay, and it's better instead of textbook, you can go and search online resources as well on ICMR. Recent studies and recent updates will be available to you. Then online recent updates of ICMR tables, please focus on this as well, because the textbook may get obsolete because nutritional studies and researches do come up on a daily basis. Okay, so don't focus on just the book. Try to read upon these researches given by NI and ICMR, etc. Then coming to the St. George and Mifflin formula. Okay, that is in the obesity chapter. Diet in obesity chapter. I'll show you the page number. It's 302. Those who have the textbook, page number 302. Do you see the energy deficit calculation there? The another name for St. George and Mifflin formula is the BMR formula. Okay, BMR formula means finding out your basal metabolic rate. Page number 302, 302, 302. There are two formulas. See, when you find the BMR, the basic BMR for women and men, there are two complete different formulas. Okay, and especially at the end units are different. Rest every part of the formula is same, but for men and women there is a slight difference. Okay, I'll show you that. Then we have the energy deficit formula. I'll show you when to use St. George and Mifflin formula and when to use energy deficit formula, because weight loss is kind of a situation that most of us may face while dealing with clients. Okay, majority of the clients who will approach you will be for weight loss. So you have to modify the St. Joran Mifflin formula a little bit more to get the weight loss calories. Okay, I'll show you both. So this is how you have to work out the calories. Okay, so here the step shown here is for a woman. Okay, for a man, what is the difference in the formula? Can anyone say in the chat box? Yeah, those who have the 9th edition textbook, it's page number 301. Yes, exactly. For man, you have to just add +5 at the end of the BMR formula or St. Joran Mifflin formula. For women, you see here at the end, it is -161. For men, it is +5. That's the only difference. That's the only difference of the BMR formula. Rest everything, 10 multiplied by height, weight in kg plus 6.25 into height in centimeter minus 5 into age in years. Okay, please follow the board mass. That is the order of operations. You have to first solve the brackets first. Okay, board mass stands for brackets. Then you have to divide, then multiply, addition, subtraction. Okay, so first of all, solve the things that are in the bracket first. Whatever information you have about your client. Okay, here it is a woman's chart. So whatever information you have about your client, solve the bracket first, then do the addition. At the end, you have to do the subtraction. Okay, you have to follow the order of operation. Otherwise, everyone will get different answers. Okay, order of operations have to be followed. So this is the step 1. Find out the BMR of your client. Okay. Then the step 2 is decide the activity level. Ask the client, do they have a sedentary lifestyle? Or are they exercising at least thrice a week or daily 45 minutes brisk walking, something like that? That will come under little exercise. Okay, moderate exercise, a little bit of cardio. Okay, heavy exercise on a daily base, they do weight training, weightlifting. Okay, they go to gym on a daily basis, they do heavy lifting training, etc. Okay, that comes under heavy exercise. So understand what kind of lifestyle your client has. Is it sedentary to heavy exercise? Okay, what is the range of their exercise activity? Okay, so first you have decided this, you have to multiply step 1 and step 2. Multiply your BMR with the activity level. Whatever is the answer will be the calories. Okay, whatever is the answer in step 3 is the calorie that you have to recommend to your client. But when do you have to use the step 4? Only when it's an energy deficient calorie. That is when the client is looking for weight loss. When the client is looking for weight loss, then you have to go for step 4. Okay, that is subtract whatever answer you get in step 3. You have to minus, subtract 300 to 500 kilocalories on a weekly basis. Start with minus 300 calories on first week, minus 400 calories in second week, minus 500 calories in the third week. Don't directly reduce 500 kilocalories from the next day onwards. Their basal metabolic rate will go down. Slowly, you have to taper the calories down. Okay. So we'll do a practice session here. Okay. We'll do a practice session here. I'll give you certain details about a woman. Okay. You have to calculate up till step 3. You have to calculate up till step 3. Don't go for weight loss. Just calculate what amount of calories you will recommend for this woman. Okay. So please note down, take a book, paper, okay, or calculator from your mobile, and please note down. A female, her weight of a female is 75 kg. Height is 165. centimeter. Age is 30. And she has a sedentary lifestyle. I have mentioned the details in the chat box. Please refer that. Weight is 75 kg. Height is 165 centimeter. Age is 30-year-old. Okay. Sedentary lifestyle. Do step 1, step 2, step 3. That's it. That's the calorie recommendation that you will give to your client. You can take 2 minutes. It's hardly 2 or 3 minutes calculation. You can put the answer in the chat box. Don't get competitive. Just focus on your calculation. Okay. Try to get the correct calculation in the first go. Please understand the order of operation. First, solve the brackets. Then multiplication. Yes, the answer is 1764. Okay, 1764 calories. But if you want to do a round figure, okay, if you tell your client you have to eat 1764 calories per day, okay, it's not possible to follow exactly. How can you give a round figure of this? What would you suggest here? A round up number for this client. Yes, 1800 is a perfect number for this particular client. She can maintain 1800 kilocalories, under 1800 kilocalories. Okay. Step 2 is your physical activity. What kind of physical activity your client has? Is it sedentary lifestyle? Sedentary lifestyle means desk job, no exercise, little or no exercise. So 1.2, you have to multiply the BMR into 1.2. If she does 1 hour of physical exercise like walking or dancing for 1 hour or so, so BMR into 1.375, like that. Okay. Now, coming to energy deficient calculation. Now, just imagine this client wants to achieve weight loss. This client wants to achieve weight loss, the same client. Okay. When you give a 1 month's menu plan, you have to allow your diet to work for at least 1 month. Okay. So week 1, for week 1, 1764 minus 300. What is the answer? 1764 minus 300. Yes, for week 1, 1464. Okay. Week 2, 1764 minus 400. What will be the answer? Yes, 1364. Week 3, for a bit of extreme weight loss, 1764 minus 500. So slowly, you don't directly minus 500 kilocalories from day 1 onwards. Okay, don't do that, because the basal metabolic rate will slow down. She may put on all the lost weight again in the future if she misses her diet plan for a few days. Whatever weight she has lost, it will jump back at her in one go. Okay, so that's why when you make a weight loss plan, slowly you have to taper down the calories, cut the calories down step by step. Okay. That's how you have to follow the calorie recommendation. Is it clear to all? Unit is KCL. Unit here is KCL, kilocalories. After you find the BMR, multiply it with step 2. Find in which category does your client fall in, multiply it with step 2. You will get the answer in step 3. Step 1 multiplied by step 2 is your step 3. And always remember, if a person's calorie is less than 1,500 or less than 1,400, you have to encourage them to have supplements, because it is not possible. It's usually not possible to fulfill all the micro minerals and vitamins requirement under this small calorie deficit. Okay, if the calorie is between 1,500 or something, or under 1,500, if anyone is having a calorie ranging from 1,200 or 1,500, okay, or below that, they have to be put on nutritional supplements. They have to take multivitamins. They may have to take protein powders. Okay. No, this is just for calorie recommendation. No need to add thermic effect of food or anything. It's just based on the subject. Okay. Based on the subject's height, weight, age, and their activity level. That gives you what kind of calorie you have to calculate for them. Okay. Yeah, ICMR table is for reference, but you want to closely monitor your client's progress. You have to go for this formula, these steps. Okay. ICMR is for your entire population. Okay, India has 1.6 billion population. Its ICMR will work for all of them. But if you are giving one-on-one client-based approach, you have to dig a little bit deeper into your subject's context. Okay, so that's why the importance of these formulas come into play. Is it clear to all? Step 4 is subtract 300 to 500 kilocalories over a period of 3 weeks. Start with subtracting 300 calories for the first week, then 400 calories in the second week, finally 500 calories in the third week, from the answer that you get in step 3. That's only for weight loss. Remember that step 4 is only for people who are looking for weight loss, not for weight gain or weight management. Weight management or weight maintenance stop at step 3. Okay. And if you're looking for weight gain, in step 4, you have to add 500 kilocalories. You don't have to subtract. Whatever answer you get in step 3, if your client says, I want to put on weight, I don't want to lose weight, I don't want to maintain weight, but I want to gain more weight. If the client, that's the goal of your client, in step 4, instead of subtracting, you have to add 500 kilocalories. Okay. See, every month you may have to change the calories. Okay, every month, because just imagine your client is following this strict calorie deficient diet for a month. Will the client's weight loss will be achieved by the end of the month or not? Will the client achieve the weight loss by the end of this month? So will the weight here change? Height will not change. Okay, height will remain the same. Age will remain the same. But don't you have to change the weight here? The formula depends on the weight as well. It will change. So every month you will have to work on this formula. When the weight changes, again, it's a cycle. Okay, when the weight changes, you have to put your calories to test again and again. Is it clear to all? Yeah. So calorie recommendation, it's done. Okay. So next step in making your menu plan is coming to the 5 food groups. Okay, go to the first chapter of menu planning, page number 14, table 1.5. Those who have received the new textbook, you can put the new page numbers as well in the chat box. It may help others, those who have the new textbook. It's page number 15 in new edition. Page number 14 in old edition. So for Indian diet plan, it's better to focus on the 5 food group diet plan, okay? So make sure whatever diet plan you make, examples are given, okay? Cereals, the first food group is your cereals, grains, and millets. Everything will come under one major group, okay? Your ragi, bajra, makka, jowar, barley, rice, wheat, okay? Wheat flour, rice flakes, everything will come under this main food group, cereal, grains, and millet. That is one group. Second group is pulses and legumes, okay? Your Bengal gram, black gram, moong dal, urad dal, all the lentils, okay? Chana dal, cowpeas, peas, rajma, soya bean, beans, etc. Everything will come under the pulses and legumes. The third group is your milk and meat, all your dairy products as well as the meat products, okay? Eggs can also come here. Eggs will also come here, okay? Then fruits and vegetables, seasonal, go for seasonal fruits and vegetables. And then fats and sugar, whatever visible fats you're using, is it butter, ghee, refined coconut oil, refined sunflower oil, cooking oils, groundnut, mustard, coconut, olive oil, okay? And in case of sugar, honey, your white sugar, jaggery, stevia, whatever you're using, that comes under the fats and sugar, okay? Read this chapter on menu planning, you will understand what ratio you have to follow. There are different food pyramids given, different my plate things are given. Read this chapter on menu planning, you will get the idea of it, what should be the portion of, what is a portion of balanced diet. Specifically, if you see the last page of this chapter, you can understand, okay? So this is the second step of your menu planning. Make sure have you included all the 5 food groups or not, okay? Now coming to the steps involved in planning a diet. This is where recipes come into play. Every day you need a new recipe, what to add, what should I replace from yesterday's meal so that protein is the same thing, carbohydrate remains the same, fat remains the same, but I want variety in the diet, okay? So these are the steps that you have to follow. First is your recommended daily allowances for the client you're dealing with. You may be dealing with a teenager, adult man, pregnant woman, lactating mother, senior citizen, child, infant, whatever is the age group you're dealing with. Go and check what is the RDA that they require. Every chapter of dietetics has a recommended daily allowances, a small article, a small paragraph on that. Some most chapters have table in that. All the data is put into tables. For example, calcium, the requirement of man, woman in different lifestyle, pregnant woman, lactating woman, kids, infants, adolescents, everything is in a tabulated form. It's available in every chapter, okay? So please refer that. You can go to nutrition science textbook also, every macronutrient and micronutrient based on the RDA they have mentioned, okay? So no need to memorize the RDA, but the sources are available to you to understand what should I give to an adult man, what if I cross RDA, if you cross RDA, what will happen? If you give more than what RDA has recommended, okay, whatever the RDA data shows, if you give more than that, what will happen? It will lead to toxicity. RDA means what? RDA is already the upper limit, what this population can have. RDA, recommended daily allowance, is already the upper limit. For example, you may know what is statistics, lower limit, upper limit, there is a range, okay? Kids should have at least 800 to 1000 mg of calcium on a daily basis. So 1000 mg is what? 1000 mg is the RDA. It's the upper limit. If you cross that, if you start giving a child or anyone more than 1000 mg of calcium, except for pregnant women, just imagine on a daily basis, you're giving someone 1500 mg of calcium. There are high chances it will lead to calcium toxicity, hyperkalemia in their blood, hypercalcemia in their blood. Okay, so recommended daily allowances is it's kind of a limitation. It's a threshold for you where you have to stop. Do not give more than this. Okay, so that data you will get from the RDA. Okay, then coming to food list, table 8.1, sorry, was table 1.8 to 1.10. These are the food lists. It's on page number 22. Second step is using the food list. Come to page number 22 and 23. Toxicity will be visible in the blood serum levels. Do the blood test, serum plasma test, etc. You will understand the toxicity levels. So coming to tables 1.8, 1.9, and 1.10. These are the ICMR tables. Okay. And what do you think that the content of this table, is it cooked one or uncooked? Is it cooked or uncooked? Just look at the table and see what do you think. Is it cooked or uncooked? Food groups that they have given, the portion size that they have given of different food groups for different age, etc. It's uncooked one. Don't get confused, okay? Don't get confused. Only in exchange list, you have cooked recipe. But in food list, it is uncooked recipe, okay? For example, how to use, come to table 1.8, portion size for a menu plan. Table 1.8, portion size for a menu plan, okay? You already have an idea. In the first slide, you will get an idea what kind of calories I have to give for this client, okay? 50% of calories or 60% of calories should come from carbohydrates. If you are on a weight loss journey, 40% should come from carbohydrates. Remaining should come from protein and fat, okay? So let's say 50% of your calories should come from, let's say 60% should come from carbohydrates, okay? 30% should come from your fats, okay? And only 10%, remaining 10 or 20% should come from your proteins, okay? So you have this idea, and based on that, you can choose the portion size, uncooked portion size. When you are taking some cereals or pulses from your pantry, okay, you can understand how much gram you have to take, how many gram of cereals, how many gram of proteins, pulse, how much of eggs, okay, what portion size of how much gram of meat, etc. you have to take, so that it can give you practically this much amount of protein, this so and so amount of carbohydrates, so and so amount of fat. That idea you will get from table 1.8, okay? Percentage divisions we will see in different chapter, because based on the subject, what kind of weight loss, weight management, or weight gain the subject is looking for, the percentage will change, okay? The percentage of carbohydrates used, fats used, proteins used will change, okay? If you're looking for a weight loss plan, you have to cut down calories come from fat a lot. You have to focus on calories more from protein and carbohydrates. That also complex carbohydrates. So the dynamics will change. The percentage division will usually change for all your clients. Okay. So ideally, keeping a balanced diet is the best approach. Okay. So the first table, 1.8, is it clear to all? Those who have the textbook, is it clear to all how to use table 1.8? It is uncooked, portion size is given, okay? And this portion size is for one person, okay? So you're cooking for 4 people. You're cooking for 4 people. Okay, how much, and all 4 of them are adults. All four of them are adults. Just imagine what kind of, how much cereals you may have to take from the pantry. What is the amount of, what quantity of cereals you may have to take from the pantry? Just the cereals and millets, looking at the portion size. Yeah, roughly around 120 gram. Okay. So for an entire family, you can plan how much gram of protein, how much gram of cereals and proteins I should take from the pantry for today's meal. Okay, this is how you have to use table 1.8. Next, coming to table 1.9. This is for infants, children, and adolescents. Those who have kids, infants, and teenagers at your home, you can use table 1.9. Table 1.8 will give you an idea how much total grams of cereals, pulses, milk products you have to take from the pantry to prepare a meal for a family of 4 or so. Okay. Usually for adults. For kids, you can, based on their age group, you can cut down the portion. Okay. Next, coming to 1.9, those who have kids, they can use this table number 1.9. So let's say fats, come to fats, visible fats. Okay. Visible fat for a teenage boy. How much gram should I take? Visible fat. And I have a teenage son at my home, just imagine. So what is the gram of visible fat I have to use for this teenage son throughout the entire day? It's 50 gram. It's 50 gram. Can you understand how did we come to this calculation? A teenage boy, what kind of fat or how much gram of fat they have to use throughout the day? It's 50 grams. See, portion size, go to the portion size column under fats and oil. Okay. What is the number given there? Just the portion in gram under fats and oil. 5. Okay. What is the number given under a teenage boy who is above 16? Okay, above 16 to 18 range. 10. You have to multiply the 5, the portion gram, with the number given. Okay, that's the total gram. That's the total quantity of fats that you have to use. Yeah, for the whole day. For the whole day. You can't imagine giving 50 gram per meal. It's too fatty. Okay, for the whole day, 50 gram of fat, divide it into breakfast, snacks, lunch, dinner. Include and also include, since it is 50 gram, you can also include the amount of fat that is there in milk also. Okay, they have given here visible, but 50 gram is a high number. Okay, teenage boys, they can definitely metabolize. You don't have to worry about obesity here. Teenage boys already have high range of metabolism as compared to their adolescent females and adults. Okay. So do you understand how to use table 1.9? This is just the basic subject of this particular table is to understand how much gram you have to give for infants, children, and adolescent, because adults are covered in table 1.8. Adults, even senior citizens, are covered in on page number 22, table 1.8. But which age group is left behind? Infants, children, and teenagers. So for them, you have to use table 1.9. Okay. Another example I can give. Let's take pulses. Okay. Pulses for a 9-year-old child. Total how many gram of pulses you have to give to a 9-year-old child throughout the breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Whatever answer you get, you have to divide it into breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yes, 60 gram. This 60 gram is uncooked. When you cook it, definitely the volume will be much more. Okay, but from the pantry, when you have to take 60 gram for this child's entire whole day's pulse requirement. Okay. So is it clear how to use the ICMR table? And table 1.10 also, based on if when you're dealing with an adult, again, when it comes to an adult, you have to look further. Is it a sedentary lifestyle person, moderate, or a heavy work lifestyle person? Okay, so based on that, you can check table 1.10. Again, portion size multiplied by whichever age category, whichever type category, man, woman, and what kind of physical activity they have. Just multiply that, you will get the answer. Okay, multiply the portion with the numbers given. Multiply the portion in gram with the numbers given. You will get the total amount of quantity you have to take, uncooked food quantity you have to take, then cook it. Okay. Then coming to the food exchange list, which is on page number 24. Table 1.11, exchange list for 100 kilocalories. No, table 1.8, you don't have to multiply with the portion. Just portion size and the constituent of this portion is given. Yeah, new book, its table number is 1.12, page number 25. So coming to the food exchange list, the focus here is protein. Focus here is protein. So let's say today is Tuesday. Okay, let's say today idli was made for breakfast. Okay, and it was big idli. It's not the medium size one. Big idli. The size of the idli was on the bigger side. So you have small idlis, medium, and big idlis based on the utensils that you use. Okay, so the idli was big. Okay, one big idli. Okay, and sambar was made. Okay, so one big idli will give you 100 kilocalories, something like that. Sambar will give you 1.5 katori will give you 100 kilocalories. Okay, 200 kilocalories is done. And then if you add one more idli to it, two big idlis and 1.5 katori sambar, 300 kilocalories is done for breakfast. You can add tea or you can add something else also. A breakfast is done. Okay, because you can see here on the top, it is given exchange list of 100 kilocalories. Exchange list of 100 kilocalories. And 1K, K stands for katori. According to your textbook, it is 150 ml. 1 katori is equal to 150 ml. Okay, is it clear so far? So wherever you see K in your textbook, it means katori. Okay, katori is a small bowl. Okay, and the volume of it is 150 ml. Okay, so and you know that one big idli is supposed to give you around 1.5 to 3.5 gram of protein. Okay, exchange list means what? Tomorrow you can't have the same idli. You want something else. Okay, you want something else in a different portion size, but it should satisfy your same protein requirement. It should satisfy the same protein requirement. Okay, so exchange list will help you with creating variety in your food. Tomorrow, if you go for, let's say, dosha, one big dosha, okay, it will give you the same amount of calories that idli gave, along with the same amount of protein. Okay, if you're going for bread toast, medium bread toast, you may have to have 1.5 medium bread toast, which should give you the same kilocalories and the same protein that idli gave. Okay. If it is rotis or puris, pulkas, whatever is given, you can see in pulka, usually oil is not used. Okay. So 2 pulka roti, medium sized one, can give you the same calories that what one big idli can give. Okay. Big idlis, I guess you should know it could be 30 idli. Okay. Search about 30 idli, you will see the size of it. Big idlis are quite big in size. It's not small ones. Okay. So this is the use of food exchange list. It will create variety in your recipe. When you're making a menu plan for an entire week, you have an idea of what kind of protein you can get from idli. You have an idea of what kind of protein you can get from dal. But every day you can't repeat the same thing just for the sake of getting the same calories and same protein requirement. You have to add variety. Okay. So that's why food exchange list will come into your rescue to add variety. And even in food exchange list, cereal exchange, pulse exchange, meat exchange, milk exchange, vegetable exchange, fruit exchange, these all things are given. So every day you can add new fruits. Okay, you don't have to give the same fruit every day. You don't have to give the same vegetable every day. Okay, weekly, every meal you can plan according to the recipes given in the food exchange list. Is it clear how to use the food exchange list? Focus on the portion size, name of the recipe, and the portion size. Portion size is very critical here. Portion size is very critical here to give you the same calories on a daily basis. Now coming to making a menu. You need a foundation first of how to make a menu. So go to appendix 13, which is on page number 538. Students who have the new textbook, you can add the new page numbers. Appendix 13, page number 538 and 539. So do you see two different types of menu plans? What is the difference in that menu plans given on page number 538 and 539? What is the difference given? What's the main difference? Veg and non-veg. In new textbook, I'm not sure of, but in old textbook, the first recipe is a vegetarian recipe. First menu plan is a vegetarian menu plan. Second menu plan is the non-vegetarian menu plan. Okay. What is the kilocalories here? The entire day's kilocalories. Can you find out? What is the entire day's kilocalories here? Title of the table is Sample Menu Plan, Vegetarian for Adult Man Doing Moderate Activity, given by ICMR. Yes, 2,734, almost 2,730 for vegetarian as well as non-vegetarian. Those who have new textbook, please mention the page number as well. Some students are finding it difficult to find the appendix. Appendix is at the last part of your textbook. There are few informations given without chapters. Check page number 561, those who have new textbook. Title of the tables is Sample Menu Plan. Sample Menu Plan for Adult Man Doing Moderate Activity. So the menu plan which you see here, okay, you can go through it. Breakfast, lunch, tea, dinner, okay. You can change it accordingly based on your requirements, based on the client's requirements, okay, based on the food exchange list, based on the calorie requirements. This is 2,700 kilocalories on a higher side because the person is adult and they have a moderate level activity. Okay, you can add more to it if they are heavy workers. You can reduce much to it based on the BMR calculation. You can reduce much of the calories. You can cut off certain portion grams from it. Okay, you can modify it accordingly. Use the food exchange list so to see that recipes should change, but the content, but the nutritional content should not change. Okay. Yeah, those who have the new textbook, they have received a sedentary man's menu plan. In any case, can you see a skeletal structure here, which you can modify? Do you find the skeletal structure here can help you to create your own version of menu plan? Even though if it is sedentary or moderate activity, whatever is the range that you have received, but here now you have a foundation to play around with. Okay. So after you find a proper menu plan, you have to convert the steps that is 2A, food list that you find from the tables. You have to convert the tables into recipe. Okay, ICMR tables of food list, uncooked food list, you have to convert it into recipes. It's very simple. Okay, you know how much gram of portion size of cereals, pulses, vegetables you have to take and create your recipes. Okay, so that's how you make a menu plan. Next, coming to the assignments which we have given so far. Those who haven't received the books, this recording will be uploaded. So once you receive the textbook, please come back to the YouTube channel. It will be uploaded both in nutrition science as well as the dietetics playlist. Both the playlists will have this recording. Okay. Just switch the recipes from the menu plan given to you and see the exchange list, what you can add. Okay. So assignment 1, which was given, was for an adult male, 30-year-old, 2,200 kilocalories on a daily basis. Okay, and only breakfast menu for the 7 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, up to Sunday. Only the breakfast menu, no lunch, no dinner, just breakfast menu for 7 days. Breakfast has to be carbohydrate as well as protein dense. You have to focus on protein and carbohydrate in the breakfast. 2,200 kilocalories for the total day. Breakfast you can choose. Okay, if it is 2,200 kilocalories. Those who have done the assignment, what was the range that you had focused here? If you remember, what range of calories did you give for the breakfast? 2,200 was the entire day's calorie requirement. So what range did you focus for breakfast? Yeah, around 500 to 600 kilocalories, or it can go up to 700 as well. If you're adding milk, okay, milk or protein-based drinks, milk-based drinks for breakfast, definitely it can go up to 700 kilocalories also. Don't go beyond 700. 700 is fine. Then we have assignment 2, which was given. It's a diabetic lunch menu. Just imagine you're creating a lunch menu, only lunch, no breakfast, no dinner. Lunch menu for a diabetic person. Age no bar, gender, sex no bar. Okay, it's a diabetic lunch. So what you have to focus here? Any idea? Put in the chat box. Those who have done the assignment, what was your focus here? You can refer the chapter of diet in diabetes mellitus. Okay. foods that have low glycemic index, food that has low glycemic load, protein, complex carbohydrates. Okay, complex carbohydrates. Millets, add more millets. Okay, add millets, add buttermilk, add more fiber in the diet, add more raw vegetables, salads. Okay, sprouted beans. Okay, these all were the focus for diabetic lunch menu. Okay, and what would you recommend as a calorie intake here for this diabetic person? What calorie range is sufficient here? Remember, it's a diabetic person, so they are having short and frequent meals. They are having short and frequent meals. You can't overload the lunch with high calories. You have to keep it around 500 kilocalories. Okay, around 500 kilocalories. That's ideal. Approximately around 500. 50 calories up or down, that's completely fine. Assignment number 3, it was weight loss dinner plan for 7 days. Again, 7 days, only dinner, weight loss dinner. Okay. No lunch, no breakfast, just dinner plan. Okay, for 7 days. Maximum 500 kilocalories, not more than that. It's better to keep the range between 350 to 500 kilocalories for dinner. Minimum 350. Protein should be the focus of the diet plan here for dinner. And target was at least 20 gram of protein per dinner should be a target. Okay, for weight loss. Based on doing various diet plans and coming across various diet plans, you will get an idea what should be the maximum and the lower part. Okay, if a meal is around 700 or 600 kilocalories, it's definitely a heavy meal. It's a heavy meal. Okay, 600, 700 kilocalories, 800 kilocalories meal is considered as a heavy meal. Okay, for the general population. I'll show you the assignments later, what students have done. And the recent assignment was diet plan for a whole day, not a week, just for 1 day for a 10-year-old child, 2,100 kilocalories. Again, gender is not disclosed here, sex is not disclosed here. Okay, we are focusing on fiber, 15 gram of fiber on a daily basis, calcium intake, 1000 mg of calcium intake on a daily basis. Okay, that's the main focus here. All these guidelines, what we should focus on a specific age group or a specific client. This you will get from the chapters of food and nutritional requirements and diet in specific disorders.